best in America.
You have bared your soul.
GMA Monday. Christina Applegate revealing a side of herself she never has.
What made you change your mind?
The powerful Robin Roberts interview.
I'm in.
Starting Monday, only on
Good Morning America.
Right now on News Channel 6, attainable housing is on the mind of Georgia lawmakers. How several new bills could help renters. As your News at 7 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
Well, good Friday evening to you. I'm Kim Biggers. Thank you so much for joining us. Our coverage you can count on begins with the trial of Leon and Tanya Tripp. Well, it's time now for a quick first check of your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna, what can we see for this weekend? Is it going to be dry or are we looking at more rain?
Yeah, I'm really liking the forecast for this weekend, Kim, but the rain was a good thing. It definitely put a dent in our drought, especially if you're in any of the counties that are under this yellow to red color, indicating a heavier rain band that came through, dumping around 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. Now, most places saw around 1 to 2 inches, but notice our far southern line counties, there were some spots that only got up to around half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Augusta Bushfield made it to 1.05 inches today, and when you combine that with yesterday, we got to 1.7 inches. Our low today was 57, and our high this afternoon was 65. Satellite and radar showing some clearing conditions, but we do have one spotty shower right over Girard to the north of Sardis in Burke County. And next door to that in Waynesboro, it's nice and dry on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Current temperatures are in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Augusta at 61. Aiken, you're at 58. In Crawfordville, you're at 60. Same thing in Waynesboro. Light winds coming out of the northeast. And for the remainder of this evening, we'll still see some clouds with temperatures staying in the 50s. I'll have more details coming up, but back to you, Kim.
All right, Jenna, thank you. Well, we're learning more about the plan to bridge the gap between Augusta and North Augusta. Augusta Tomorrow 2035 vision plan calls for consolidating downtown Augusta to make amenities within a 4 to 6 block sections to improve access for visitors and tourists. They also want to connect the two greenway trails through a trail network called the Green Ribbon, spanning across the river to the Freedom Bridge on 5th Street. The plan also calls for creating the Rippled Edge concept, which is creating floating piers, bargelets, and a water taxi service to connect both sides.
If you look at the layout of Augusta and North Augusta, their downtowns are kind of like here, and so the water taxi connects that parallel line in a very reasonable way. We could have another pedestrian bridge. Is that how I would spend millions upon millions of dollars? No, I think that there is a very easy, cool way to connect our two downtowns.
Dallas says they're now working on the parking management plan for downtown Augusta. From there, they'll focus on improving the Augusta Common and Reynolds Street before moving towards expansion projects on the river. Well, the third and final charter review town hall meeting is in the books. Thursday's meeting gave residents the chance to voice concerns. Recommended changes to the charter must first be sent to the UGA School of Government before heading to state lawmakers for approval in April. Much of last night's discussion focused on a proposed oversight committee for the city auditor, with some worried it could limit the auditor's independence. Committee members say a draft will be posted online once it's finalized. If approved by lawmakers, the plan will be put before voters. Well, today, the push for affordable housing reform is ramping up under the Gold Dome in Atlanta as advocates. Starting next week, the new Savannah Bluff Lock and Dam Park is closing for a month for repairs. The Army Corps of Engineers will replace the hydraulic cylinders on gates 2 and 3, which are leaking and failing. The 87-year-old structure is in need of major repairs. Originally, the Army Corps planned to remove the lock and dam and build a rock weir to improve the spawning migration of the Atlantic short-nosed sturgeon. This would have significantly lowered water levels downriver, raising concern from people living there. Now the rock weir plan has been scrapped, and they're working on other options.
So the word authorization in 2024 requires full repair of the structure by the Corps of Engineers under the Savannah Harbor Expansion Project, and inclusion of the remaining mitigation feature for fish passage, construction of the fish passage.
The park will be closed from March 4th through April 7th. The Burley Boat Ramp will stay open for fishing and boating during the repair period. Well, coming up, the Georgia father and alleged school shooter back in court. What he said on the stand in his own trial when we return.
Hello, I'm Adrian. Welcome to Cash 3, Cash 4.
We will have a dry and warmer weekend, and then next week we're warming all the way up to 80 degrees with some more rain chances. I'll have all the details when we return.
Did you hear? The Rooms to Go anniversary sale starts Saturday, and 60-month interest-free financing is back. That's big. Big style, big value, big savings on incredible pieces and ready-to-go room packages for your home. Shop living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms on sale with 60-month interest-free financing. Get ready. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale starts Saturday.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
New Nissan?
We're more than your service company. We're your neighbors. Castle Brothers provides heating, cooling, plumbing, drains, electrical, and generators with 5-star care anytime you need us. For whole home peace of mind, call on Castle for comfort. CastleBros.com.
At Tile Center, we offer the area's best selection of quality tile and stone products, exclusive designs, expert staff, and amazing customer service. Are you overwhelmed with all the details in your tile or stone project? Don't worry. Our team has the expertise to assist homeowners, contractors, architects, and designers with any project. Come see why for yourself at any of our locations at Tile Center or online at tilecenter.com. Your tile and stone experts.
Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. So at the top of the show, I showed you the rainfall totals for the entire CSRA over the past 2 days. Now here is the rainfall accumulation for Augusta Bush Field for the month of February entirely. We've picked up 3.74 inches when the average for this month is 3.67 inches. So this is the first time that we're in a rainfall surplus since May of 2025. So we are still in that extreme drought in some places of the CSRA. So this rainfall was very beneficial. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Looking good on this Friday evening. No more rain to worry about other than a stray light shower here and there. We're sitting at a mild 61 degrees. Light winds out of the northeast. Dew points still pretty high in the upper 50s. So around the CSRA, it's upper 50s to low 60s. Now we will start to get a little chillier tonight as the skies clear in some places, but overall still expecting some clouds to be hanging around tonight with some patchy fog development due to the moisture on the ground from the rain. Notice a stray light shower in southern Burke County near Sardis and Girard, pushing into Jenkins and Screven County. But overall, the majority of the rainfall is now down in Florida ahead of this cold front, and we have high pressure moving in from the west, and that's going to make for a really nice weekend. Here's your Saturday forecast: 50 in the morning with that patchy fog, especially around that bodies of water like the river and up near the lake. Then as we go into the afternoon, we'll be pushing into the upper 60s, and we will have some gradual clearing. Here's the weekend weather forecast. Overall, we will be topping off at 77 on Sunday, so mostly sunny and very warm, a spring-like day. And you can see here on our Futurecast tonight at 9 o'clock, mostly cloudy skies, and the cloud cover and fog continues into our Saturday morning, but you can see the clouds breaking apart as we get into Saturday afternoon and evening as high pressure moves in. Then on Sunday, starting out quiet, but a cold front's going to be moving in. That'll bring some breezy conditions Sunday evening with a few passing clouds. And notice up towards the northwest of us, some winter weather trying to develop up near Tennessee. This is not going to be moving our way, but we could have a rain shower on and off throughout the day on Monday, but most of the rain will be staying to the north of us. So low rain chances, but we will be mostly cloudy Monday, Tuesday, and then really all of next week. But Monday and Tuesday is when we're going to be in a wedge setup. So we're going to have a split forecast. Some of the CSRA stuck in the 50s, while others are in the 60s. So high temperatures will briefly drop to 64 in Augusta Monday and Tuesday, but then we shoot all the way up to 80 and even 81 on Friday of next week. And it does look like those above average temperatures are going to continue into next weekend. We'll also have a 40% chance of showers on Thursday and Friday, and then a few showers possible next weekend as well. And in this week's episode of the Partly Cloudy podcast, meteorologist Miller Hyatt and Avery Gray talk about tornado safety and even touch on a past experience providing damage relief.
Have a helmet on. I know it sounds silly, but your head needs protection if there's flying debris.
A lot of people don't think about the boots and the helmets and taking the mattress or pillows and covering yourself. So I knew that whenever it was safe for me to travel to the small little town of Selmer, Tennessee, that I needed to and provide some relief. We ended up finding a dog that we could reunite with its owner, but plates were broken, glass was broken, all kinds of debris inside of the home within the enhanced Fujita scale. We don't determine the strength of those storms. We have no authority over it. It's the National Weather Service that determines that, and they can only determine it once that tornado moves through the area and you see the damage, right? But I do want to encourage you. An EF3 tornado is very rare here.
It seems that we had more tornadoes from tropical systems.
Yes.
So even though we might not have tornadoes from a cold front, we have to deal with tropical systems.
To find out more about how tornadoes form and how they can impact us here in the CSRA, watch the full podcast episode on WJBF 6 Plus on your streaming device. Kim?
All right, Jenna, thank you. Well, coming up, the SAVE Act facing an uphill battle in the Senate. We'll have the details up next.
At Gerald Jones Ford, getting a great deal is just the beginning. Pick from more than 140 new trucks as we kick off Ford Truck Month. And right now, you choose. Get $14,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150s and F-250s. Or get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on new 2025 F-150s and F-250s. Plus, get $1,000 more for your trade with absolutely no pressure to buy. Stop by now or shop online at GeraldJonesFord.com. Gerald Jones Ford, a great deal and great deal more.
It's time for Weinberger's famous Made in America sale.
Save up to 50% off on the finest quality American-made brands like Smith Brothers, Stickley, Weinsberg, Yahtzee, and more. Plus, get 20% off Made in America mattresses by Kingsdown.
Customize or choose from in-stock items. Save on bedroom, dining room, sofas, chairs, and home office.
Can you save up to 50% off on all of our American-made collections?
Yes, you can.
Available. Reporting in Washington, Margaret Chadbourne.
Coming up, a water sport for thrill seekers. We'll have that story after the break.
Big news on the way.
If you are looking for a new hobby to take up during the summer, check out River Skate. It's a whitewater sport utility paddleboard inspired by the squirt boat. I don't know what that is. Basically a low-key kayak designed to dip below the river's surface, which makes for a better stand-up paddleboarding experience because the board itself is easier to navigate. That means that you can perform tricks, and the board is also inflatable. Now, you know, Jenna, we were just talking about this. You and your husband and, you know, my family, we all like to kayak. We've done a lot of kayaking. I've never paddleboarded before. I have no balance. How about you? Is that something you do?
I do have a paddleboard. I got one recently, just about a year ago. My husband and I got the inflatable paddle boards from Amazon. They're very affordable, and they're actually really sturdy. When you blow them up, it doesn't feel like it's inflatable. It actually gets hard as a rock. It looks like that.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. It's definitely something I wanted to try out. So who knows, maybe I'll try the river skate instead for just regular paddleboard.
Yeah, I never heard of river skate. But yeah, paddleboarding's a lot of fun. But I like kayaking too because I just get to sit down and relax, and my husband does it for me. But our forecast is showing some nice weather to be out by the river. Maybe put a kayak or paddleboard out there on Sunday, as we'll be at 77 degrees, nice and sunny and dry.
Sounds like it might be a good weekend for kayaking.
Yep.
All right, well, that's all we've got for now. We'll be back again tonight at 11. Have a great night.
Insurance companies don't make it easy after a car wreck.
At the Mike Hospital Law Firm, we fight to get you every dollar you deserve. HOSTILO.
The Coffee Club on News Channel 6, sponsored by Brown Electric.
You have a choice who picks up your garbage. When you choose Augusta Disposal, you get reliable, affordable, and on-time trash removal. Week after week, year after year, we make sure what your family throws away goes away. Augusta Disposal. Big enough to serve you, small enough to care.
Call us today to meet your new favorite garbage man.
Augusta Disposal, locally owned and operated.
Since 1991.
Hey, CSRA Mike.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
An accident can pause life.